Basically, I was on Tinder, and I was talking to this
Which,
guy.
first of all, let's talk about Tinder.
Oh my god.
We had talked about. Oh my god.
Yeah.
We had talked about it in the last time we recorded about how like people think Tinder is just the same everywhere.
No, absolutely not.
It's
Korea's like a
definitely-
new animal.
Oh my god. I was thinking about why we think that like after we recorded, and I was like, tell me if I'm wrong or if you think the same. I feel like people think Korean men are more innocent because of like how K-pop is shown, right? So I think they come to Korea with this mindset that if I get on Tinder, I'm gonna meet some nice guy. But they're demons on Tinder, Korea.
No, they're crazy. They're either like we said, like 1 to 100. Like they're either like they're like a napu namja, just like a fuck boy, or they're like, I'm gonna marry you, and you're like, maybe, but like maybe not.
Yeah. So tell us about your story.
Okay, so
are you the 1 or the 100 right now?
He's a 100 for sure. It's kind of funny because like I was just talking to him on Tinder, or whatever. And then I was just complaining because I'm living in like a Goshuan.
Oh God.
And then I was complaining because it's in Sinchon and it's so noisy because all the clubs and everything are bars.
So students.
And I was just like, it's so noisy, I can't sleep. And he's like, you can just come sleep in my bed. Like I'm not in my apartment because I work night shifts.
Yeah.
And I was like, you want me to come to your house? I've never met you before.
Literally.
Come into your house and sleep in your room in your house. And he's like, yep. And I was like, you know what? Okay. So I went to his house.
This is the beginning of a true crime documentary right now.
I know. I told my friends, I was like, I am going to a man's house that I've never met before because he said he has a really nice bed, and I'm gonna go sleep.
Really nice.
And he did. He has a really nice bed. And so I went,
Yeah.
and I like, it was so funny too because like I got in, I looked, I was like, my friends were like, there's gonna be cameras in there, and I was like, nah, it's fine. And then
She's like, I'll give him
I
a
don't give a shit.
You get a show.
He's like, you can eat my food, so I like made some of his food. He wasn't there was no one home. And then part of me was like, it's either I'm gonna get murdered or like human trafficked, or there's gonna be like, I don't know, like I was like, there could be a bad situation to this. But then like I was going, because then I went in his washroom and he had like 12 toothpastes, and I had this weird like, oh, he's a serial killer. Like I was like, that's what I thought of.
I'm sorry,
why is there so many
12 toothpaste?
12, and then he had like, I don't know, 20 cans of tuna. Like he had like weird, too many of like certain
Getting
things.
ready of an apocalypse.
I don't know. I was like, well, single men are weird. They buy weird stuff. I feel like single men always are like, I'll buy it in bulk.
We don't do that, girl. That man's special.
Yeah. So then, and then he came home. Like, I was like, hi, nice to meet you.
First time meeting you, and I'm in your house, and
Yeah,
you're
I was
outside of
like,
your door.
Welcome to my home.
Your home that's actually,
Yeah.
now it's mine because I'm here.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. And then I stayed there, and I was like, I'm going to go home. And he's like, no, you can stay here. And I straight up was like, I have other dates. I was like, I'm going on other dates. And he's like, it's okay, can stop. And I'm like, okay, like,
He's like, go have fun.
Go have fun. So I was like, oh, weird. And then so I did, and then I kind of felt bad because he's very much in love with me. So then I was like, probably shouldn't be dating other people for now. But I'm leaving tomorrow. Like I told him, I was like, I'm leaving
Which
to
is
Hong Kong.
true. Like you did tell him, like I'm not
The
here.
day
for
one,
a
I was
long
like,
time.
I'm not here for a long time. He's like, I don't care. But
Yeah.
then like he's just like so invested. He's like bought me flowers, wrote me love letters.
Which
Like
is-
I mean
I
love
have to-
letters.
That is so interesting.
Yeah.
I do have to say, like, it's interesting that he bought you flowers because, like, that's not common for Korean men to buy flowers.
He bought me twice. Yeah, I'll show you later.
Does he have a brother?
He does. His brother is like married and happy.
Never mind. Stop there. Never
Okay.
mind. I was thinking to introduce me, but never mind. I'm okay. If he's married, psych.
You know what's weird? Like I did think he was love bombing, and then I met his parents last night. Oh, this was weird. Okay, so I slept at his
so
house.
strange.
Yeah, I slept at his
What?
house. The morning we woke up, and he was like, because we just like talked, and then like fell back asleep. So he came home at like 5 a.m. And then he's like, oh, I'm actually moving out of this house into Incheon. Would you mind helping me move? And I was like, you let me live in your house for a day. Like, yeah, I
Yeah.
can help you move. I don't need anything today. And he's like, oh, I just have to go drop some stuff off with my brother that I work with. And I
Yeah.
thought it was like Hyun, like not brother.
Just like a
Oh
friend.
no. I showed up to his brother's house. I met his sister-in-law, and I was like, they were like, who is she? And he's like, oh, it's my girlfriend. And I was like, I met him 12 hours ago.
I just met this man.
I'm like,
I don't know what this man is.
but I was like, okay, I guess we're doing that. And then last night I met his parents.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whatever. I'm just going with it. And his mom was like, yeah, get married. I'll give you some money. And I was like,
Girl, you're going far
And I
with
told his
this.
mom, like, we've only known each other like a week. And she's like, oh, can stop. You'd be a good couple. I'm like,
Girl, what?
what?
And where is he now?
He's just outside. He dropped me off.
This man is outside waiting for her to finish filming.
I think it was, oh my God, you know what he did though? That really like, I was talking. So I fell asleep because I stayed at his house like the last few days.
Yeah.
He went through my phone when I was asleep, which I think is a
Okay.
huge red flag.
Red flag.
Yeah, right?
Super red flag. Yeah.
Like I woke up and he's like, I know everything. And I was like, what? And he's like, I went through your phone. I was like, because I said that. I said, like, don't go through my phone because you're going to see so many guys. Because I talked to like 12 guys at a time.
Yeah.
Like I'm always just chatting.
Listen, no judgment.
Yeah. And like and then he's like, yeah, like he's like, I realized that like I'm not the only one in love with you. And I was like, I know, welcome to my team.
Welcome to the party.
I was like, welcome to the roster, my boy.
It's like a receipt. It's long.
Yeah.
What?
I'm so picky. Like it's like I go on a date. I don't do anything. I just go on a date.
Yeah.
I talk to a guy and then I go on to and I'm like, I don't really like you. And the next, this guy just locked it down because he tricked me. Like I met his family so quick. And like, I think that's the only way to get me into a relationship is like, I don't date. I've been single for over 2 years. And it's like, unless you're going to like somehow trick me into a relationship, I'll always be single. So I think he like broke the code.
He's like 12 hours later. You want to meet my parents?
Yeah. But he didn't tell me that. He said it like,
surprise.
Yeah. He's smart. He's a smart
girl. Are you one of those people who sees a red flag and just paints your nails red to match the red flags?
It's one of those things like we were talking about last time. It's like after 2 months of love bombing, like this guy might be psychotic, but it'll take 2 months for him to be psycho. But I'm leaving the country. So I told my friends and family, I'm like, yeah, he might be love bombing me and like say we're going to get married, but realistically in 2 months, he's probably going to be over me. Or he's next week when I'm not here, he's going to see someone else. Because Korean men are like that. They will literally like do the craziest shit for you, the most romantic things, and then you find out they're fucking married or something.
Yeah.
And you're just like, so I don't even expect, like, I don't have any expectation of him because I'm like, I've had men do this before and then they had a wife. So I'm like, well, literally, I don't know what to expect.
And at this, I like that you're not like delusional about it. You're just like, yeah, I'm just riding the wave. I'm leaving tomorrow anyway. Yeah. Like, I like that you're not sitting here and you're like, I'm not going to Hong Kong because like he wants me to stay with him.
Heck no. Hell no.
Because that's like what Delulu girls do.
Nah.
Like, oh, he's my husband now. And you just met like 2 days ago.
I mean, I did get married in Korea after dating someone for 5 months. That was a couple years ago.
What the hell do you...
I'm divorced. But like after that experience...
Are you talking about legally married?
Yeah, I got legally married in Korea in 2016. Because
I thought you were joking.
I don't know, I was serious. And it was that. I was Delulu. Like I was like, I love you. We're gonna get married, have babies, and everything's perfect. And he's like, yes, that's gonna happen. And it didn't fucking happen, obviously, because I'm here.
Facts. You are sitting right here.
I'm sitting right here with no babies and a divorce paper. So like not. So now when guys do that, I'm just like, nah. You just talk.
Before.
I've been through it, so I'm just like, I have no expectations. I'm like, I'm just gonna be single and happy. And if men want to come into my life, you're welcome. But like, you're not gonna interrupt with like what I'm building.
Yeah, and you're not gonna force it either.
Nah, I'm not. No.
Girl, my mouth has been open the whole time. I'm just like.
I'm happy you enjoy.
I'm like the type of person who lives life on the safe lane. You live on like the first lane, the speed lane. Like you're just like, fuck it. Let's just keep going.
I know. It's probably like a bit of like mental health problem.
No, I don't. Well, it's also because you faced a whole marriage before. I feel like that's also maybe why you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna live my life well.
Yeah, and I think that like I do have that mindset where it's like my friends are always concerned. Like I'll do something and they're just like, you're gonna be okay.
Girl,
and I'm
wait
like,
till you watch the podcast and see my face, how I'm looking at you.
Yeah, because I was even thinking about like I've been so like this guy was talking to me and he was like, oh, like where have you been in Korea? And I was like, oh, well, this guy paid for me to go to Jeju, and this other guy I went with so let's talk to, and then like I went to Daegu for a day because this guy got me a train ticket. I was like, I've been kind of everywhere because like I meet guys on Tinder. So I'll put the location in different cities and then I'll match with them and then be like, yo, want to hang out?
I'm in Seoul, so
yeah, I want to help me hang out with you.
Can
so
you book that ticket?
Yeah, they do. They do. I always offer too, because I'm always like, oh, like I'll take the train. It's not that expensive, right? But then they will, and then I'm like, okay, cool. And then so I've been like every city in Korea because I've gone on like a date for the day or like the weekend.
Are you not scared of like being kidnapped or human trafficked or something like that? Does that not like worry you, or is it because it's Korea?
Maybe I'm just like dead inside, literally. I think. I don't know. I literally have that tattooed on my arm. It says dead inside. So like, I think that like there has been moments where I'm like, you have that like gut feeling like something's wrong.
Right.
But I think I'm really good at actually detecting that because I've been through so much. So it's like, and I almost got like kidnapped in Canada. So like, you do know that feeling.
This girl.
No, I was at a gas station and someone tried to pull me into their van. Like they were gonna human traffic me. Yeah, it was so scary. It's in London, Ontario. Yeah, it was so scary. So like I've been in those situations where it's like, oh, this is really scary and dangerous. But like Korea, I don't feel that. Like,
do you think it's because people have that narrative of like Korea is so safe?
I think it is really safe. I still think I know people that have been like assaulted and like I've had issues with some situations.